Hey, honey.
Yes, Barry?
Let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Where do we always go?
Este ritmo de palmas, sin naturaleza, hasta encontrar la playa. Por eso grito al mundo, yo soy de Puerto Vallarta. Samba de Puerto Vallarta, noche de arrullo en el mar. Samba de Puerto Vallarta.
Hello, fellow travelers, and welcome to this episode of the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show. I'm your host, Barry Kessler, and I'm just so happy to be introducing you to my favorite vacation destination. Maybe it's even yours, and that's Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. That music you're listening to is performed by Alberto Perez, and Alberto is the owner of the Lapa Lapa group of restaurants here. Those are the Lapa Lapa, Puerto Vallarta's oldest restaurant on the famous Los Muertos Beach, and the El Dorado Restaurant and Beach Club right next door. So you can enjoy that fantastic view of the Los Muertos Pier, all lit up at night in beautiful colors, or during the day in its grand splendor for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Seated with your toes in the sand right at the water's edge. It's so romantic. It's so Puerto Vallarta, my friends. This week we're going to go to Boca de Tomates. Not Boca de Tomatlan, but to Boca de Tomates. It's in Puerto Vallarta. We're going to learn about the fun things that you've been missing if you haven't been to the Ramadas of Boca de Tomates. And you're going to meet one of the owners of one of these Ramadas, one of these eateries, Sabino Ron. He's got a great story. But before we get to Sabino and to the Ramadas, let's see what's happening this week in Puerto Vallarta, the 29th of June, 2020. Rain and heat and humidity in paradise as Vallarta battles through the pandemic, as the rest of the world is doing as well. And according to Angela, the weather station lady, we have about 6.5 inches of rainfall this month, in the month of June. Year to date, approximately 17 inches. Remember, we had a lot of rain. It was very unusual. Lots of rain in January. Beginning of the year, it was really, really, really rainy. So it rained last night, too, in Vallarta. So welcome back, rain and thunderstorms and all that jazz. And thank you very much, Angela. Thanks for the information. We'll keep that coming to you as long as Angela keeps reading. Reopening continues in Puerto Vallarta as cases of the coronavirus continue to rise. Visitors and locals are asked to wear masks while outdoors and in restaurants and on public transportation as well, including cabs and Ubers. That's buses, cabs, and Ubers, of course. And word has it that on the ground, from some people I've spoken with, both locals and visitors have been seen without the cubrebocas, without the mouth coverings, about 50-50. Anyway, as of now, the beaches are open. Social distancing is recommended, and so far the majority of the visitors are from other parts of Mexico. Not many Americans yet. Definitely not a lot of Canadian visitors. But as I mentioned last week, my buddies Hillary and Zoe, they were both in Puerto Vallarta a week ago. They were there for, I don't know, maybe 10 days, I think, or 2 weeks. I don't know, but I can't wait to hear from them about what's going on the ground, what they did, what kind of precautions were being taken in paradise, that kind of thing. And if you have any questions for Hillary and Zoe, email me. Send me an email at pvtravelshow@gmail.com, and I'll add your questions to my list. But Hillary and Zoe will be on the show next week, so stay tuned and send in those questions. Freddy's Toucan is opening a second location. How about that? They're opening up in Colonia Fluvial today. Let's see here from their Facebook post. The wait is over. See you this June 29th at Fluvial Vallarta. We're waiting for you at Avenida de los Tules, 260 in Fluvial Vallarta. And I have a link in the show notes to the new location as well as a map that will get you there. So congratulations, Freddie, and best of luck to you. Now 2 locations for Freddie's Toucan. And here another couple of weeks go by in paradise and another environmental mess-up has occurred. I got a message from one of my Mexican buddies with actually had a video. It was pretty bad. It showed some horrific destruction on the Rio Pitial, and I was pretty surprised and I was shocked by it. I'll think about maybe linking it in the website, but it's pretty gruesome with dead crocodiles and just, I mean, the video is made to shock, but I was shocked. I got to tell you, I was shocked by it, and I was shocked at what's going on. It seems that the Pitial River is one of these rivers that goes practically dry in the winter season. But when it rains, and when the rains come, it floods, and it causes havoc and floods neighborhoods and the colonias that it goes through. So just for some perspective, the Pitial River originates up in the Sierras, not far from the little town of Quale, actually. And it works its way down, and then through Playa Grande. It runs down through Pitial and Fluvial and Tepechinas and the Hotel Zone, and then it runs out past the La Isla Shopping Village and the Grand Venetian. That's where it goes out to sea over there at Playa de Roli. And so anyway, the city council thought it would be a good idea to clear brush away and overgrown trees and do a nice little clean out of the riverbed while it was dry. And they just destroyed the watershed. They just, all that watershed that protects the ecosystem along the banks of the river just got bulldozed away. It was pretty tragic. I mean, maybe it was well-intentioned, right? I mean, you got to believe that. I mean, you can't believe that they did this out of spite or anything like that. They just, I don't know. Anyway, I have a report here from Vallarta Independiente, translated from the Spanish, so it might be a little bit rough, but here goes. Jalisco legislators will initiate an investigation to establish responsibilities for the ecocide in the channel of the Pitial River. The deputy Rosa Angelica Fregoso Franco, president of the Environmental Commission of the Jalisco Congress, said this Friday in an interview with the Tribuna de la Bahia that they will initiate an investigation to find the person responsible for the ecocide in the Pitial River. Deputy argues in the interview that an initiative was submitted to the state Congress to exhort the Puerto Vallarta City Council information on the acts of lack of compliance in the basin. Fregoso Franco warned that they will go to the last consequences, and these, if irregularities found, would reach a 3-year prison term for those who gave the order and financial fines for those who carried out the work. The deputy's statements are in addition to the position issued by the rector of the University Central of the Coast, Jorge Tellez Lopez, who severely criticized the way in which they destroyed the entire ecosystem and affected thousands of animals. In addition, thousands of people from Vallarta who know the area also complained because they'd never seen a development as aggressive as that developed in the river basin. And the story continues, but I have a link to that article in the show notes. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on the story. And when I get to Puerto Vallarta in August, I'll report to you, and I'll bring pictures of the damage if I get a chance. The other day, I called up Rodolfo, the blind tenor over on the Malecon. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Rodolfo is an incredibly talented singer. He sings opera and ballads with some sort of he carries a karaoke machine with him, and he walks along the boardwalk, along the Malecon in Puerto Vallarta, and he sings. And if you like, I have a link to the episode that I had with Rodolfo in the show notes, and he's doing well. But he's anxious to get out and, sing again and get out on the Malecon. But Rodolfo has special issues. He has to take public transport. So, this coronavirus thing has got him pretty much locked away. Anyway, he wasn't aware that the Malecon and the beach were actually open, and he was surprised when I told him about it. But anyway, let me read an email that was sent out by our friend Skip. Skip is one of the friends of Rodolfo, and he sends out little emails to tell people how Rodolfo is doing during the pandemic. So here goes. He writes, "Many have asked about Rodolfo and Julia. Thanks to Rodolfo's appearance at Coco Tropical and Barrio Bistro and the tips that many of you provided, he and Julia have been able to manage through difficult times in Puerto Vallarta. Like all who are following a nationwide order, Rodolfo and Julia have been staying at home. Occasionally they venture out to a local market. Because of his talents and constant desire to improve himself, Rodolfo has kept busy with assignments from his talented coach, Jean-Guy Coumont. Rodolfo sings and practices on the keyboard daily. His joy of music has been a great outlet. Julia is entertained at home while she makes rosaries that she gives to others. Rodolfo will be happy to get on the Malecon, which hopefully will be in June. When you hear him next winter, you will note his improvements and some new songs. He looks forward to entertaining you then." So there you go. I will be getting together, like I said, with Rodolfo. Actually, I'll be getting together with him when I get into town in August. That is, if they let me into town, if they let me fly. And anyway, I'm counting down the days. Today, 40 days from now, I should be in Puerto Vallarta. Now, I've been getting emails, and I've been getting some great ideas for my upcoming trip to Puerto Vallarta, and I really want to thank you all for emails. This one is from my friend Trish. She says, "Hi, Barry. This is..." and she sends me a photo, Colette Zari's Spay and Neuter Clinic. She also owns Langostinos and is the most amazing woman. We adopted a dog from her and just donated for half a clinic. Maybe a good one to share for all the people who want to help the people's pets in Puerto Vallarta. She's seriously one of the women I admire the most. Thanks, Trish. Okay, so anyway, I asked Trish if she would do me a favor and do the introductions because, well, I've dropped my card at Langostinos more times than I can count. And she did, and so finally I'm going to get a chance to interview Colette. And of course, if she's crazy enough to be in town in mid-August, I'll get her on the show. So thank you, Trish, and we will now be able to corner Colette, get her on. Here's an email from a new listener, Horatio. "Hi, Barry. I'm so glad I found your podcast and became a listener for the past 2 months. I had the chance to visit Vallarta in February and fell in love with the city. Thanks for your valuable time and information you provide with your podcasts. Today, I was able to make a donation to the Vallarta Food Bank. Regards and stay healthy, Horatio." So thank you very much, Horatio. Thanks for your donation to the Vallarta Food Bank. And isn't it amazing, Horatio, how easy it is to fall in love with Puerto Vallarta? It's just, here I've been going for over 30 years, and I instantly fell in love with it back then. And, the same still holds true today for first-time visitors. So you Vallarta virgins out there, you'll love it too. All right, so let's see what's happening at the Vallarta Food Bank, as long as we're talking about it. Here is an excerpt from Jimmy's Thoughts. This is a weekly article that Jimmy Pluff writes for the Vallarta Food Bank. I'll read the whole thing. Why not? I've been over to the new facility a few times to check on the progress there. Guys, it's looking great. Roberto the Tile Man and his team have been crushing it. Knocked out almost 140 square meters in a week. We are super close to making the transformation to our permanent facility. Super exciting stuff going on there. We've had several folks and groups generously donate to the facility fund, which is separate from the main fund, which is primarily for the food. We raised about 25% of the money already to build out and modify the building. The cement for the roof of the Despensa Bodega is finally cured, so we can keep moving forward there. Lights and fans going in this week. Next, we need furniture items. We're going to need those big plastic folding tables, a couple desks, and some other items. Bit by bit, with your help, we are cruising along. We have a great team of volunteers helping us put everything together at the new facility, but some stuff just requires money and skilled people that costs money. Masons, tile guys, plumbers, etc. We are doing as much as possible by hand to keep the cost as low as possible. I'm doing a lot of the electrical stuff and some of the minor details myself. Wish me luck, haha. All right, Jimmy. And it's getting closer every day. The demand, while it's dropped a bit, we are about at half of what we were last month this time, but we aren't out of the woods yet, guys. We know everything's opening back up, and it seems a little more normal. I expect there may be another spike in a few weeks. We are preparing just in case that comes to pass, stocking up and being twice as cautious as before. Hence, my self-isolating after traveling outside Vallarta. Yeah, Jimmy had to get out of town. Someone passed away in his family, so he had to go back to Texas, and he is back in town. Anyway, we want to be ready no matter what he says. We also have T-shirts and we have travel mugs with the VFB logo on them for sale to fund the new facility. If you're interested, please message the page and we'll get them to you. Shirts come in 2 styles, and adult sizes, small to extra large. And we are asking 300 pesos per shirt, and the same for each mug. And I've got pictures of those in the show notes, you guys. He's got photos of them too. Thanks again for your continued support. Our volunteers and donors are Vallarta's best. Together, we are Vallarta Strong. And if you'd like to help us specifically realize the dream that the facility will be someday, I've set up a PayPal specific to this purpose, vfbpaypal@gmail.com. And as always, you can donate to our ongoing Despensa effort at www.vallartafoodbank.com. And I have links to all of that in these show notes, as you know, folks. So, Jimmy, thank you so much. Keep up the great work. And all you out there who are listening, please give if you can. Donate your time if you're in town. Or just get on that monthly donation program. Keep this going today and into the future. It's a great cause. And I want to thank you, Horatio, my new listener, and all of you who have contributed and are contributing to the Vallarta Food Bank. These are our friends. These are our family. These are our Vallarta family. All right. If you are standing, you might want to sit down for a minute here. Guadalajara to the Vallarta Highway is almost complete. Here is an article from Vallarta Opina online. Despite the abrupt pause that lasted more than 70 days in most of the day-to-day activities, the works to finish the Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta highway never stopped. Its workers continued at full speed, making their way with heavy machinery and state-of-the-art engineering to go through the jungle and to connect the coast with the state capital. The third and last stage is being built by Grupo Carso. It is 76 kilometers long, and it will integrate 3 tunnels, the largest of them 1,100 meters long. That is the length greater than that of the largest skyscraper in the world. This is the Guamuchil Tunnel, named by the town that it is running through on the Riviera Nayarit. This will pass under the jungle-filled hills in the Sierra de Vallejo, and parallel to the curved line that Federal Highway 200 currently makes and takes time for all travelers. The tunnel is right now in advanced works, and it will have ventilation and drainage systems resulting in a spectacular engineering work with high safety standards. In this section, there will also be other tunnels the Bayis, which is 540 meters long, and at the height of the access to Sayulita, as well as one without a name yet, immediately after the Guamachil. In addition, a gigantic bridge, Las Trujas, is also built 300 meters long by 75 meters high to connect the two of a straight line that crosses between two hills and crosses a ravine. And there are pictures of the construction being done. I have a link to those in the show notes if you want to take a look at that. And you can find that, of course, at www.puertovallartatravelshow.com. And how long have they been talking about this highway? Well, is it really going to be finished? Really? We'll see. Mañana. All right, let's get to the interview, shall we? Now, almost from the beginning of the podcast, guests have talked about an area in Puerto Vallarta called Boca de Tomates. And it's famous for the crocodiles, and it's also famous for a row of thatched roof restaurants on the beach known as Ramadas. Turtle Camp is not far from there as well, but anyway, it happens that these Ramadas are the real thing. These Ramadas are real Vallarta. If you are going to Puerto Vallarta and you want to see old-time Vallarta, this is really, other than a couple of restaurants I've taken you to, this is real Vallarta. This is it. This is pure pata salada. Now, I got a message from my friend, a friend of the show, of course, Rabina, and she asked me if I'd ever been to the Ramadas, to do an interview yet, and I told her that I hadn't. You all know Rabina. Rabina Oliver is the owner of a fine bathing suit establishment in town called the Serena Reina, which is the Mermaid Queen. Anyway, she asked if I'd been there, and I said no, I had not. But I asked her if she had a favorite that maybe I should go and talk to somebody, and she said that she did, and that she would, and very much to my surprise, and I was just so happy that she set this whole thing up for me. Just, actually, a whole group of friends went on down to the Ramadas. Now, originally, I was going to meet everybody over at Walmart, and they were going to do this caravan. They were going to drive down to the Ramadas, down to the beach from there. And but I was interviewing the Black Mamba Band at the time. I was running really late, like I always do. Anyway, I caught a cab, and the cab took me down to Boca de Tomates, and I went looking for the gang when I got there. Now, the drive actually takes you past the crocodile preserve, where you got to stop, because even the cab driver said, "You want to go look at the crocodiles?" I'm all, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So anyway, you got to stop, take a picture of these magnificent beasts. They are amazing to see. They're behind a fence. You don't have to worry. They're not going to come get you. And then anyway, you keep on following this dirt road, and it takes you to a dirt parking lot, dirt sand parking lot, where you're going to find a line of these thatched roof Ramadas. Now, these Ramadas, they have these sand floor kitchens in the back. You would walk right. You could walk right. You would park, and you can walk right through out to the beach, right through one of these Ramadas. You'll walk right past the kitchen, and then you'll find a place, one of the tables there, and that's where the customers all sit down with a nice view of the ocean. Many of the Ramadas have little jumpy things, little jumpy rooms for the kids. This is a family affair. They got karaoke for the adults. They have these, you'll see ice cream vendors, these little carts being pulled along on the sand from Ramada to Ramada. You're going to see mariachis roaming around from place to place, table to table as well. And there's drinking, there's singing. It's serious eating going on too. And it's just beautiful, you guys. It is pure Vallarta. It's just amazing. Families having fun and just enjoying the simple things of life. So Anyway, coming right up, you're going to meet not only Sabino, but you're going to meet Enrique the pie man. So you're going to hear some me talking to him during this audio. And you are also going to hear some incredible karaoke. You're going to hear this woman who must be a pro. I'm telling you. I'm going to just play a little bit, okay? So you can just get a taste of what's going on over there. And of course, you are going to be hearing from Sabino himself about his restaurant. So let's go right now. Let's go meet my new friend. Thanks to Rabina Oliver. Thank you so much, the Mermaid Queen. Anyway, let's go meet my new amigo, Sabino, the owner of Ramada Sabino Ron, who will give you just a little history of the Ramadas and of his family business in Boca de Tomates, Jalisco, Mexico, right on the border of the state of Nayarit. Let's go right now and meet Sabino. What is your name?
Henry.
Henry, what are you doing? Henry, what are you doing here?
Henry, my name is Henry Enrique, and yes, really, yes.
Enrique, what are you doing here?
I sell the muffins, pies, and turnover, and different. Everybody wants different muffins, different empanadas, turnover.
Okay, pies. What is the favorite? What is everybody when they see you? What do they say? They say, "Come and give me what?"
Oh yeah, the different customer. I got it. The different customer. Everybody like the pineapple muffins, banana muffins, and this year I bring the turnover too. Everybody like it too. Yeah.
Do you make it yourself?
No, my sister cooking.
Really? Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so where do they find you? Are you here over at Boca de Tomates all the time?
Yes, all the time. I'm selling the downtown too. I'm selling in the morning. And temporal, I got it 34 years. And here I got it 30 years every day. Every day in the morning there and here in the afternoon. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so where are you exactly downtown?
And the Holiday Inn, Tobias del Palmar, Venecia, Playa de Oro, and this place, yeah.
Okay, so you kind of walk up and down. So you're walking up and down these 10 Ramadas the afternoon, right?
Yeah, in the afternoon, the 4 o'clock to 3 or 4 o'clock to 6, 7, when then I finish. I'm finished early. Yes, I'm finished in one round, yeah.
And that's when we're going to find you. All right. Thanks for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got the muffin man there, and here is the pie. Yes, everybody like it. Yeah, for years. It's traditional here. Yes, my family and then we marry all the time here. Just cooking every day, different flavors. Wherever, and the bag is free, okay?
Yeah, I know, because, at the market, they're charging for those bags now.
Oh, yeah, I give you the free.
Okay, shh, don't tell anybody.
No, just to here, just for my customer here.
Do you have, like, a Facebook page or anything like that?
Yes, I got it, but I stay there all the time in the sail and the beach. It's my life here, the beach. Yeah, I no war anyway, no war. I like it, my war. It's my Hardly.
I don't know why you like it so much here. It's just, I don't know, the beach and so pretty and gorgeous. And
Yeah, it's a very, very good place. Here is always my life. My customer is my life. My business is my life. Yeah.
Enrique, give me one of those, who are you when you are here?
Yeah. Ay, papay! And the Muffin Man. Okay. And make a line 2x2, no like it, no pay. You know, okay, the best in town. Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking with us today.
You're welcome.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright present day, the dark secret night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, say how do you do. They really say yes, I love you. Our here babies cry.
Sabino, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Puerto Vallarta.
You are? You're
Boca de Tomates.
Really? All right. So you are not only Pata Salada, but you're like from right here.
Born and raised here.
Really? So like when you say Boca de Tomates, like was there a house? Is there a house that you have out here?
Yeah. It used to be a house, a wood house, like you see it. And I was born here. And this happened a long time ago, and this place was opened then.
Really? So where we're sitting is where you were born.
We're sitting exactly where I was born.
Oh my gosh. That's
Si,
incredible.
señor.
That is incredible.
Yes.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this place. How long have you been serving food out of this place?
This Ramada Sabino Ron has been serving food for 70 years.
Oh
It
my
comes
God.
on the background of my parents, and it's been open 70 years. We're serving seafood. Seafood meaning shrimps, octopus, pescado zarandeado, like barbecue fish, cooked on wood.
Okay, and those are your specialties.
That's my
And
specialties on
so
this place.
You serve other, tacos.
We serve tacos, we serve tostadas, de camarón, and ceviche.
Excellent.
And ceviche tostadas, yes.
Right, and I see you got some oysters over there.
We got oysters, we got octopus.
I guess if it comes out of the ocean, you have it here.
Exactly. Well, I have to go get the ocean far away, and now I got it right here.
Yeah, exactly right. Wow. How exactly is this pescado zarandeado prepared?
The pescado zarandeado is cooked right on the fire of wood, and we have a special homemade salsa. And a lot of people say this is the best, so you got to come and try it.
Yeah. So this is something that gets it. You cut the fish into like 3 pieces, right? Is that how it's done?
Okay, we grab a fish and we cut it in. We open half of the fish. It's one fillet. We get the other side, and it comes another fillet. And the center is called espinazo, so it becomes 3 pieces. And every single piece goes on cooking.
Okay.
And it goes on the table right on the same thing, right as it comes out.
Wow. Okay.
It's served with rice, beans, and Mexican salsa and tortillas handmade.
Excellent. And then people just sit there and
people just sit down and wait, and then we'll serve you right there.
And then they just eat they just take that zarandeado and they make tacos. And
Yeah, once you get it, you eat it with a fork, you make a taco with your fingers, and then there you are.
Está bien, Cesar. Hey, so hey, we got Cesar here. Who's Cesar?
This is Cesar, and he's the waiter. He's been here like 25 years over here working, and he's the one that takes everything to your table.
All right.
Margaritas, piñas coladas, beer, sodas, You name it. Coco Locos,
Everything.
everything.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about. There's how many of these taco? What do you call this? What is
This
this?
is
Not a
called
taqueria.
Ramadas. These Ramadas or restaurant, they call Ramadas because they are made out of wood. There's no concrete. This is a virgin plate. Virgin means no electricity, no water. We bring the water from the city to wash the dishes, and we have a well for water for wash off or toilets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so these are Ramadas. So
Ramadas.
How many Ramadas do we have?
There are 10 Ramadas.
10 Ramadas, and yours is
1 through 10.
So yours is number what?
I'm number 2.
You're the second one on the thing. So as you're walking, if you're going from Campamento Tortuga, and you're walking up towards these Ramadas,
Towards the river.
then you have the second one.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So that because it's hard sometimes. You're walking along here, you can't tell one from the other.
Yes.
You don't have your name out front. Why not?
We do have a little name up there, a little
you do?
sign.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's like a half a meter.
All right.
The bigger one fell off, and we haven't put it back.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Well, then you don't have to worry about that because I'm going to have a map. It's going to take you right to this place, so you won't miss it. You'll make sure that you're here, and this is where you want to be.
This is one.
Yeah. What is the most popular dish other than the zarandeado?
Okay. The zarandeado is number 1 dish.
I figured
It's
that.
very popular.
Yeah.
And number 2 is shrimps or octopus. Everybody goes from, if you don't like fish, you go to shrimps any style.
Okay. Any style. So when you say any style, how do you make
any
them?
style means butter, breaded, a la diabla, al coco.
Yeah, you do the coconut shrimp, huh?
The coconut shrimp, correct.
All right. Very cool. You guys serve alcohol?
We serve alcohol. Margaritas, piñas coladas,
Everything.
beer.
Okay, good. So you're not just a beer place. You got the real thing.
Exactly.
Got
You
your-
name it, we got it.
You got some raicilla here, my friend?
We got raicilla, we got tequila,
All right.
vodka, whiskey,
Everything.
rum.
Excellent. Excellent. Are people surprised when they come here for the first time and they just see all this excitement that happens out here? It is a real local experience, isn't it?
Normally, people when they come for first time, they get surprised because they say we haven't seen a place like this. Once they eat, they say, "Wow,
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to see, the real Mexico."
Exactly right. It is. It's
And
just,
there we are.
And there we are is right. And you got you got mariachis up and down this place. You got bouncy things for kids.
Exactly.
And, oh my gosh.
Brincoline, trampoline for the kids.
Yeah. So, being born here and being raised here, what kind of changes do you see around this particular area?
Being here so long, I seen hotels growing up, getting close to this place, and now we have Vidanta right knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So we're still here.
Yeah, you are still here.
We're still here. We're still open, and we're waiting for you.
Excellent. What's going on over there? They're building something up the road here.
Okay, Vidanta is building a couple of buildings. One is it's supposed to be a school.
Okay, uh-huh.
And another one is for the workers, people that comes from other states to work in Vidanta. They say that the top workers, they're going to be in there, villas or
So those are little
apartments.
quarters,
Yes.
Apartments for them.
Exactly.
So dormitories or something
Uh-huh.
like that. Okay, all right. Yeah, I start looking at stuff like that, and I start to get worried. I bet you do too.
Well, it's going to happen. What's going to happen? I hope they leave us alone, or we become into agreement.
Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, really? Are they knocking on your door?
Yeah, they are right there.
Wow.
They are our next door neighbors.
Yeah, they are. All right. Well, hopefully they'll all play nice and let you alone. Let's move away from that because this is really. You have been here so many years. You've seen all kinds of stuff here. There's a lot of drinking going on. Any funny stories you can tell me?
Oh, so many funny stories. I seen one person that drinks so much tequila, and when he got up, it fell down right on the sand. No problem, nothing happened. But it's been okay.
Yeah. You see probably a little bit of that.
Oh yeah.
Probably once a
one
day.
more,
right?
one less, and
let's leave this place for just a minute. Let's go
Okay.
to Puerto Vallarta because you are pata salada. If you were going to have breakfast somewhere else in town
Besides here,
besides here, wait, let's talk about that. You
Where-
do breakfast.
where will I go?
Yeah.
I have my own breakfast
I was
right
going to
here.
say, do you serve breakfast
We
here?
serve
What-
breakfast.
What time you guys open here?
10 o'clock.
So you're here at 10 o'clock.
10
You're
o'clock.
doing breakfast.
10
you're
to
doing
7,
lunch.
7:30, somewhere in there.
Okay, until it gets kind of
Uh-huh.
starts getting dark, and then that's
But
kind of
mostly the people that comes here, they come for lunch.
uh-huh.
So we don't really worry about breakfast. We take the breakfast ourselves here.
Okay, yeah, good. As well, you should. I mean, this is great
Yes.
food. This is incredible food. If you had a day off, and we're going to go somewhere for a day and come back,
Uh-huh.
where would you go?
If I had a day off, I will go down to El Colorado. El Colorado is a road that takes you up to Las Palmas, towards Las Palmas. There's a restaurant over there. That's where I will go. The name
Okay.
is Las Cazuelas.
Okay, all right, and that's on the road that's on the
Yeah,
way
it's
to
like
San
12
Sebastian.
13 kilometers down to Las Palmas
Very good.
on
all
the
right.
highway.
Okay, and that's and what would you do there? Just
Breakfast.
spend the day there.
Breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
How about if you had a 3-day trip? Where would
If
you
I had
go?
a 3-day trip,
Yeah.
I will go to San Sebastian.
Very good.
I have a sister have a camping house over there, so I don't have to worry about it. I go there and I'll spend my 3 days over there. It's over there. There's like a river, mountains, and hills.
So when you say a camping house, is it like a cabana?
Like
Or-
another cabana, yeah.
So it's is it a group of cabanas or is it just a
yeah.
cabana?
It's a area that is building up. Now it's for 4 or 5 cabanas so far.
Okay. Very good. If you had a word of advice for a first-time visitor to Puerto Vallarta, besides coming down here to Boca de Tomates and being here, what would you tell them? A word of advice.
What will I tell them?
Yeah.
If someone comes for first time and is worried about something, I will worry about him. Watch out for the alligators. Do not get too close. They're fun to see,
Yeah.
but stay away from them, a little bit far away.
Yeah.
Stay behind the fence.
There you go.
That's what I will recommend.
That's a good recommendation.
Yes.
Yeah, because those
Other than that, everything
bocadillos,
is good.
They move fast, don't
Other than that is good. Everything is fine.
they? You ever have crocodiles go walking past your
No,
place?
they don't come here.
No, they don't.
They stay back on there where they belong.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that.
If they come here, we'll cook them.
Oh yeah,
We'll make soup out of them.
no wonder they're afraid. Is this a family affair? Do you got your kids and stuff working for you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a family environment at this Ramada. Everybody that works here is a relative.
Excellent. Wow, that's a good
Cousin,
way to do it.
brothers, sisters.
Yeah, yeah. What would now today? We're at 2020, and this is the high season. What is a full-on red snapper going to cost you? Like serendiado, come on.
Okay. The fish price, 1 kilo of sarandeado is 300 pesos.
Okay, so it's done. Everything is done by
And it takes
the weight.
half a kilo for one adult.
Half a kilo for one adult. So if you're going to sit down with a table of 5, you're going to need to have
Two
yourself
two
a
and a half
2.5 kilo.
2.5 kilos of table of 5.
Good, and that'll do it. That'll do everything you need.
That'll do it, everything.
If you were sitting there and you were having that fish and you're having all those tacos, what else would you have with that?
If beside the fish, I will have aguachile shrimps
Okay,
and a couple of tostadas,
some tostadas de camarones.
ceviche or camarón
Or
tostada.
ceviche?
Yeah,
Very good.
that'll be to wait for the fish to come to my table.
Okay, all right. So this is it. This
An
is
entry.
This is the deal. And of course, sit down and have a beer or have a
Exactly.
drink
Beside my drinks.
and say
my favorite drink.
Yeah, yeah. Now, do you-
Pina colada.
yeah, that's your favorite drink.
That's my favorite drink.
Really? Okay. So if you like pina coladas, you will know that they make them right here because Sabino said so.
We'll make them here.
What is that the favorite drink of this area, or is everybody drinking margaritas? What's going
Favorite
on?
drink, beer,
Yeah.
margaritas and pina colada.
Excellent. Excellent. And I would say that most of the people that are here are locals, right?
Exactly, locals. On Sunday, most of the locals come here.
Yeah.
It's their day off, and it's the day to get out of the house and come and eat and stay with the family.
Right.
Reunite or get together.
Yeah, this is real old-fashioned Puerto Vallarta, isn't
It is an old-fashioned place.
You don't see this anywhere else.
This is one of a kind.
It sure is. So are you. How do you find this place? Now, we already talked about that you're number 2. You're the second one in the row of, how many you said? There's 10 of them?
There's 10 of them. 10 Ramadas.
10 Ramadas, and you're the second one from the airport, okay, if you remember that. Are you on Facebook? Do you have any kind of a web presence?
We're on Facebook, and we hand up cards.
Okay.
With the name, number, telephone numbers, and a little map on the back.
Okay, good. All right, well, I'll have all that on the website. Of course, just go to www.puertovallartatravel.show.com. You'll find it all there. Like I said, I'm going to have a Google map that'll take you right to, it's not really the front door, because the front door is where the beach is. It's going to be the back door where you drive in, right? Is there anything I'm missing? Is there something else you want to add?
Well, we have a parking lot that you can come from 1 kilometer from the airport towards north. Then you can just come like 5 kilometers of road, off-road, dirt road, and it'll get you right there. You park, and then you pick your place. Of course, I hope you pick Sabino Ron. Ramada Sabino Ron. That's the one.
That's the one. All right. Well, and they will, because I told them to.
Yeah.
Sabino, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for taking some time, because you're a busy guy. You don't know what's happening here, you guys, but people are bringing them money, and they're looking at him. They're saying, come on, get to work. So thank you again. Thanks for allowing me to introduce you.
You're welcome.
And Sabino Ron to my listeners. I truly appreciate it.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto, amigo.
Nice meeting you, and I hope I see you more often.
You will. Absolutely. Perfecto.
There's the name. I'll show you where the name is.
Okay. Oh, good. I'll take a picture of it. All right. Thank you so much, Sabino. You know, I cannot recommend this experience to you highly enough, everybody. If you haven't been there, please go and experience the real Vallarta before Vidante or some other group goes on in there and just buys them up. Really, I mean, they might just disappear. You never know. So get over there, support them, and experience what's going on there. I mean, they are in danger of disappearing. Now, after you're done eating there, all right, here's a pro tip. Bring some plastic trash bags with you when you go, and then go down to the shore and pick up some trash, fill up that bag, and then if Nan is doing, the baby turtle releases that evening, join in the fun and make it a complete day, okay? So Turtle Camp is maybe just 100 yards south from the Ramadas. So, make it a twofer, or make it a threefer. Include that stop and see the crocodiles. Now I have pictures, I have maps, and I have instructions in the show notes. Once you see these pictures, you will understand that you're missing something if you haven't been there yet. Get on out there and have some fun. All right? Okay, well, that should do it for this week. Next week, stay tuned for more on-the-ground reports from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, with travel tips, great restaurant excursion ideas, and more. But until then, remember, this is an interactive show where I depend on your questions and your suggestions about all things Puerto Vallarta. If you think of something that I should be talking about, well, please reach out to me by clicking on the Contact Us tab and sending us a message. And remember, if you're considering booking any type of tour while you're in Puerto Vallarta, you must go to vallartainfo.com, that's JR's website, and reserve your tour through him right from his website. Remember, this is a value-for-value proposition, my friends. His experience and on-the-ground knowledge of everything Puerto Vallarta in exchange for your making a purchase of a tour that you would do anyway. You're just doing it through him as a way of saying thank you. Thanks, JR, for being our guide. It costs no more than if you're going to use someone else, so do it, really. And when you do take one of these tours, email me about your experiences. Maybe you can come on board and share with others what you liked or didn't like about the tour. Again, contact me by clicking on the Contact Us tab and sending off a message. And don't forget, his maps, his DIY tours, his revitalized happy hour board, and more. And I have links to all of those in the show notes. Once again, if you like this podcast, please take the time and subscribe and give me a good review on iTunes or wherever you happen to listen to podcasts. That way we'll get the word out to more and more people about the magic of this place, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Remember, I made it easy for you to do just that with every episode I create. But if you haven't been to my website, you really need to have a look there. Go take a look at the pictures of the Ramadas, for goodness sake. I have links to the places that we talk about. I have interesting pictures. I have maps, all that stuff right there in the blog post and in the show notes for every episode of the show that I create. Check them out for sure, all right? Thank you, Sabino, from Ramada Sabino Ron. I love your place. I love your food. It's so good. Check out the pictures in the show notes. I've got maps, I've got directions. And you know what? Thank you, Rubina. Thank you so much. My favorite ladies swimwear store in all of Puerto Vallarta, La Sabrina Reina. The Mermaid Queen, thank you. Thanks for introducing me to Sabino and to Ramada Sabino Ron. Now I have a link to Rubina's place as well, and all that stuff you can find in the show notes. And remember her when you want to buy a swimsuit in paradise. Don't forget to make a donation to Vallarta Food Bank. I have links to it right there in the show notes. And thanks to all of you for listening all the way through this episode of the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show. This is Barry Kessler signing off with a wish for all of you to slow down, be kind, and live the Vallarta lifestyle. Nos vemos, amigos.
De Puerto Vallarta, noche de arrullo en el mar. Samba de Puerto Vallarta, noche de amor junto al mar. Solo camino eterno por la playa, me encuentro junto al río cuando todo está en calma. Pronto cae la noche, brillas Puerto Vallarta.